Hi and welcome to the channel. So I'm going to just show you today how I like to connect MIDI devices together in macOS to do routing from one to the other, but without using any external software. I don't like to have stuff running in the background if I don't have to, and I figured out how to do this just using macOS's default audio MIDI setup. So what I have is a foot controller, MIDI foot controller, and I have a Katana amp, and I just want to route the messages from the foot controller to the amp so that I can control it. In this scenario, it's connected using a little USB dongle for the MIDI here. You can use whatever dongle you want. On your Mac, you're going to want to find the Audio MIDI Setup tool. Once you open that up, you go to Window, and then you go to Show MIDI Studio. In here, you'll be able to see all of the devices, all of the MIDI devices that are connected to your machine. In this scenario, we've got Katana showing up, and we've got Synco. Synco is the little dongle. That's just what it shows up as. So then you want to go into Configure Network Driver, which is this little icon up here. Once you're in there, you're going to want to create a session. Name it whatever you want. Create another entry in here. And I like to put just localhost. Now this area, this little tool here is actually more for network MIDI, which I will show you in another video how I use that. And this little box here, which allows me to do the same thing, but without the laptop. Okay. And then once you've created the session, you want to click connect. Once you see these participants here showing up, then under live routings, you just want to select your input device, which in my case will be the Synco, and then select the output device, which in my case is the Katana. So now they should be routing between each other. If I open up the Boss Tone Studio, if you're not familiar with it, this is just the application that you can use to control the amp, and it will show us what's happening on the amp. If I now press different preset buttons, as you can see, it's shifting. And that's it. So a few things to watch out for. If you reboot your machine, you will have to just click connect. And here again, you may have to just remove and disconnect these and then click connect, and it should run again. But other than that, while your machine hasn't rebooted, you should be able to just disconnect the dongle, connect it back in, and it will just run. And that's it. Yeah, feel free to leave any comments. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how this little orange pie can do the same thing for us and act in a way as a MIDI hub, and how I've set it up, and if you want to set that up for yourself. Thank you, and see you in the next video.